Right, so we're live now. I'd like to start the backtesting session of today. It's the 142. We're September 13th, and yeah, I think that is all transformed. Okay. Let's get started. Going to do some backtesting. I think we'll be doing 2022 ICT futures model, and that will be it for today's, and we'll be doing that for today's session. So we have a 34.6 win rate. We're backtesting it, we're testing it and journaling as appropriate, and the results will probably compound over time. Actually, they should compound over time. Right, so let's remove these drawings. There's no drawings there at all. Now we go to the daily. And now let's see how's the day looking like. First off, we're on Tuesday, right? Now push that. Daily is looking like this. Now, we've just taken out this low before the market opened. So we use the trap price there. Just taking out this low there, and it's possible that we could reverse, right? Well, I don't see maybe an POI here, maybe, except for this block structure. Like it's actually another block, not very good on the monthly. Anyways, back to the daily now. Obviously I will target a low hanging fruit, which means a daily high. So I'm looking for this to, push higher. We have a new week open gap, but we've already tapped into it the previous day, and we've already hit our sell side target. Now we are in a monthly order block, weekly order block, and a monthly fair value gap. That's also like we are to close in it. So I think we can have a draw higher. And obviously these daily highs will be potential targets, with this high leading us into this beautiful fair value gap that will dictate if we continue lower or go higher. Now down the 4 hour, I'm gonna refine it like this. Now for us to find an entry, we will have to see, do we get a retracement and then continuation to the upside. And we have a new day open gap inside here, and this to our buy side liquidity, and this here okay. Now this here is a new day open gap as well. So here we have a new day open gap from here to here. It's a new day open gap. Same thing here. Okay, so we have the end-dogs here. I think we might return to them, or maybe just this gap and then we continue higher. I don't think this one will hold, because we're in that POI, but we will see what price will dictate. So we have a beautiful 1 hour gap here. And it's just the noises, it's just the kids that are at home. Now I'd like to see price potentially drop here, take out some lows inside, and then change the push high to this high or this high as well. Down to 15. We might as well reach here, but I'm waiting for this low targets there. Let's see how the open will come in. And the open goes higher. Well, let's see, do we have an SMT with these lows? Absolutely, we get an SMT. I'd like to see it drop a little bit farther at least as well. And yeah, the SMT is confirmed. Well, we didn't take out this low as strong as we could. Now here we dropped, shift structure inside here, push, we drop, push again. So we haven't okay, we sweep and we didn't have a shift structure yet. I'd like to see a retracement lower if possible. The reason I didn't enter here is because we don't have high that we closed above, that we shifted above and then retraced. Except what happened here, but you can see we ended up having another internal sweep. So we'll wait. Okay, now let's go out to 15. Now the 15 we haven't touched our buy side level yet, but we are aggressive SMT on our fair value gap, and when I put the fib, you can see that we have something there. So anything below there will be good for an entry. Now I like to put constant preference because it's pretty much the same thing. So this fair value gap on 5 minute, we can enter for that if we happen to touch it. So down 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we didn't reach it except for this touch here. You can see 5 minute touch discount a little bit, but I'm gonna let this slide since we haven't got that entry that I was waiting for. Full retracement, and then pierce inside of the gap, the one that I was waiting for, which is this one here. Now at least here you can take an entry just like this. I stop around there, and my take profit will be that buy side level above there, because we're going to discount, swept liquidity, we're putting in SMTs, we're on a fair value gap. So yeah, that it gave me much conviction to continue waiting till the market could at least show some movement. So let's see if we reject there or if we continue lower and hit stop loss. Boom, stop loss hit. So nothing big, just wait and see if price ends up, showing what we wanted to see. Okay, so I ended up dropping for the whole session. Now when I got the 4H, it looks like we were rejecting this out of block here, but let's go to the next day because I don't know, I wouldn't like to be trading PM session. And you can see we drop into the gap and PM session goes higher. So I believe this day would now push us to here at least. But let's check how's the 1H. 1H we balance into the gap for our fair value gap, and PM session did the PM session provide an entry. Let's prove that in hindsight. So we drop again, which will balance, push higher, and then retrace. We shifted on this high here, and was this discount of the whole move? Yep, it was discount, and it pretty much consolidates but moving higher. So now when I go back to the daily, you can see, by the way, that on that exact Tuesday, let's go back to the 15th. Look at what happens here. Push higher, boom. When we're dropping, check where we stop at. New day open gap, which is fascinating. I don't know how it's fascinating for real, because if we close here and open here the next day, we dropped into it PM session. I mean, yeah, it was the PM session. Price left behind some relatively equal lows, so yeah, it looks like it would have been a good entry. And that the price provided a move, so we pushed higher. We didn't take any buy side here, so maybe you wouldn't take any trades. Oh, we did. I have a really small screen though. This high here, purged it and dropped, traced, dropped, retraced into the gap here. And let's see, is it discount? It should go. Nope, it's not discount yet. Then we have a shift, so no entry here, I think. But this actually happens in London. Let's see what happens when we were trading. It's on Tuesday. That was what I wanted to look for. Tuesday price action. Okay. Yeah, it was here. PM session. PM session dropped to the end dog. Okay, beautiful. It's here. Now I drop. Retracement. 10 drop. Push higher and then drop. So for here we clean buy side, we drop, we shift here, and beautiful gap. It's not in discount, it's not in premium, but we do have a good drop off of it until all the way here. So you can take the trade. I'm just focusing on trades that will go to premium or discount for now. Maybe that will be a model for another time, but not now. So validated. So I'll be waiting for that high still today. I'm pretty much bullish. And obviously the end up was used already, so it's no longer useful. Now when I go to 4H, see a beautiful retracement into this gap. Let me add some Spotify music. Sounds bad. Anyways, I was saying we were rejecting this for a fair value gap. We have some Asia lows here. We might retrace and take them out and then continue higher, but it's simply that I am looking out for. These are the potential. Oh God, sorry. The potential buy side liquidity targets. Okay, so right now I have to speak louder because I have volume in my ears. I'm looking for these buy side levels to get taken out. We're rejecting a beautiful fair value gap here. Now you drop down to 1H, have some sell side, and auto block. So look for some low to get taken out. I'm simply looking for a reason to go higher. So now we're in the 1 hour. If we don't happen to break below here, then we will be respecting this gap inside here, which is also possible. Now down to 15. Let's see if we break lower. We're in this 15-minute gap. 15-minute gap. I have some sell side here and some low sell side here. London lows, Asia lows. So there's this and there's this. Both are sell side. So now what we're gonna do is wait. Let's see what the model shows us. So market's about to open and opens. Crazy drop, taking out all the sell side levels. London lows, London high, and highs. No, it's London lows. You get taken out now. I drop down to the lower time frames because that's where it could find a potential entry. well, the dip continues. Not getting any shift anytime. It doesn't look like we're getting any shift anytime soon. Now when I go up to 15, you can see it's like we've retraced into this 4-hour gap after taking out this, and there's also this inside gap here. So it's clearly a bearish day. But when I go back to the daily, let's see, why would price be bearish this day? The week, this week maybe. This week might be pushing price lower. It's possible, I mean. Let's see how the PM session moves. So PM session also ends up dropping. So I was wrong on saying that market's gonna go higher. I was wrong. And it's normal. So let's see what changed on the weekly. We continue to drop on the monthly. It looks like we're gonna surpass this other block as well. And what makes me think if we haven't respected this one, we're gonna respect this one. So I shouldn't. I think maybe a suggestion from this one would be like, okay, I thought this month would provide clarity. After all, we're like, what day are we at? The 23rd February. So I think like the month's about to close. So it should potentially push higher. But it's okay being wrong. Now that price has hit all the sell side targets, I'd like to go to the next day open. Use the 1 minute here and look for price to potentially go lower. So do we have any targets so far? Probably this and this or this one here. So this is the most important swing point more than this one though, because this one it cleared high but it was anchored to this one. So this maybe this if price is aggressive enough, but yeah, this is already enough of a drop. I think the first few months of the year tend to drop aggressively. I recall in March and April of this year, we had a really crazy drop in index futures, but let's see what this one delivers. So far, we've dropped, we've shifted. I don't know anything else you do here aside from selling. We're bearish long term, and looking for, this is a simple liquidity level. We might get taken out by just the open, but that's pretty much the same thing. 648, nothing much. Might take out some highs before continuing to the downside, so potential candidate. These highs get taken out and shifting this fair gap here. So market pushes higher, taking out buy side. Now it's possible that ES has already taken out this one, but not yet, which means we still can take it out. So we end up taking out the level. Now let's wait on the lower time frames and see. Go to 1 hour. Looks like we might have closed above here and ended up pushing even higher into the other block. This one here. Go to the 5. Nothing much yet. Let's see if anything gets presented to us. Okay, so 5 minutes. 3, 2. Well, we haven't shifted yet. We don't have any shifting structure, except for maybe this internal pattern. I would like to wait for a shifting structure. Well, I go back to 1H. Do some annotation and see. Well, we have this now 15. We have a sweep. 5. Well, after the sweep, we returned premium, which means you can take it off of the 5, something like this. Look for price to drop, maybe this target or this one. I'm looking towards this gap and even lower, or even this low there. Then go down the 2 minute. Is this OTE of the range? Let's put optimal trade and see. You can see it's in OTE. Now let's see, what time are we? Macro. So now I'd like to see price potentially head lower. So we've seen the sweep, but we haven't seen the shift though. I haven't seen the shift, honestly. Usually the shift was inside here. We shift structure, like we were bearish. Sorry, we were bullish. Then fails here, pushes higher, takes out liquidity, and with a very early gap. So let's take a course from this. It's like some kind of case study. Yeah, this is a stop out. You can see already after taking out these highs that it's looking pretty ugly. And funny enough, it ends up dropping again, but some kind of consolidation. So this model is also, this thing is also getting kind of annoying, so we end up not dropping to anticipated targets. But since we've taken out this low, then we start to push higher, which I was thinking earlier, but I ended up seeing it a different way. So it looks like we're gonna close higher to create the monthly profile. So we were wrong. Wasn't gonna drop, sorry. Now that we're in the new day and we have seen what is happening, let's see. We dropped to a weekly and monthly order block. Take out liquidity there. Now, when since we're still on the daily, obviously our targets will be potentially this fair value gap here. And go down the 4H. You can see we've embraced multiple gaps here. Targeting this here and maybe potentially this highs. So first thing at mark is this gap here. Now on 1H, taking out beautiful liquidity there. So we can be asking ourselves, like, where are we in price? When I use the 1 hour, I can mark the gap like that. And so where are we in price? It's obvious that if we put a fib here, you can see that we might rebalance potentially to this gap, I'm thinking, because we obviously can go back to this one. The targets here and here. Now so we have the sweep internal shift here, tracement of potential. There might be a PY here. See the 15. Yeah, you can see that there was this fair value gap. So I don't think we reached all the way here, but we might rebalance into this gap here from the 1 hour. This one. So let's see if we convert this one. I think I'm gonna drop inside here. Maybe create another internal model to shift off of so drop into the first gap, touch it, and block here. And if we put the fib, we're in OTE, and we're in discount. Now I'm gonna go to 5 minute. So we have another internal sweep here. So I'm looking for the bullish prices here. The 15. We're 7 minutes to close, so anything can happen in these 7 minutes. First, we have the sweep, we have the shift in structure here, and we have the gap. So this 1 hour gap, I think we're still in this here. We can potentially push out, but still, I'm looking for price surging to. Oh, we also have this relatively equal highs that we're forming, which means if we take buys, we have multiple targets. So if stop loss will be there, and target will be somewhere around there, 3.6R. Okay, so it looks like 1 hour gap is respected. But if the 1 hour gap gets respected, then that means the price will have rebalanced into this fair value gap instead, because I'm still bullish here. You can see the delivery ends up happening, and buy side in a few. Boom. If I don't know, man, I don't know. What did I do wrong here then? So it dips again. So one thing you could do is probably re-enter, because what else would be the problem? Taking out this low, I don't know. Let's check on ES. So in proximity to this low, ES was very, very high, creating some SMTs obviously, which signifies that potential entry will be in this fair value gap, somewhere inside the gap here. Stop in here, target. Okay, so I took 3 losers. That's why P&L is like 4.7. Until the next day, I was really not to be like. January, it dropped drastically here. So now it's Monday. Is the day we traded this move. Was a Friday. Then traded, we were stepped out, but the price went in our direction. So I'm still trying to figure out what went wrong. Probably some random market conditions. Because you see here we swept it, we drop again. So if we could have basically entry of the 1 hour, then we would have got our fill. Because you can see trade would have get filled already in the morning session, and AM session, PM session consolidates up until here. Now, according to where we are in price, there is something crazy that happened. So we're still looking for bullish prices, but look at this thing. So if market closes here and opens here, means that we are in a very huge gap. So it's straightforward that I'm bullish on the day. Looking for continuation to this high and this one, even though we are in a new week open gap. So for we put in a sweep as we're in this very early gap. One hour, we have this gap here, low of the end walk, new week open gap, and some potential lows here could get taken out. So when I know I'm bullish, I'm just looking for a reason for me to be bullish. Some relatively equal lows. Go down here. There's nothing more than that. Market opens bullish. And we don't drop to any of these lows. And go back to one, you can see we already have this sweep inside there. But I think maybe they could give us another drop before we start anticipating bullish prices. So we end up forming an S&T. And well, we shift and put in a fair value gap there, and I think from here to here. Is this a discount price? Nope. And we still have the S&P holding. And the delivery to buy side gets put in. So potential entry will be, if you stop, will be obviously on this low here. Target that high. Considering we have an SMT, some lows taken out internally. This one here. So I marked this as sweep. So it was a market shift. And they have some internal the roof will taken out here. And we have an SMT. So ES could also have offered an entry shift retracement 1026. So it's another lesson learned, and I think that will be all for today's backtesting session. Yeah, 35 minutes. I mean, it's kind of tiresome giving you the back testing, the forward testing, and everything. So it's kind of hard to really balance it. But we were meant to do the hard thing, so yay. And I think this will be all for this day. Let's see if we end up achieving the target to the gap, though. We're moving, and before lunch hour, oops. So we don't do that before lunch hour, but we were obviously heading there. So I mean, this first delivery already in the morning was really beautiful. From here to here is 100.1. That's more than the whole day.